Hi children, today we are going to learn something new, something very interesting. This word says numbers. Today we will learn to look at numbers, recognize the numbers, learn to count the numbers on our little fingers. How many fingers we have? 10 fingers. So we are going to learn numbers to count from 1 to 10. Learn to write, how to write numbers. Yes, numbers. You see numbers everywhere. In your house, around everywhere. Whatever you see, we must learn to count. So let us count, recognize the numbers and write the number. Yes, that's what we are going to learn, and it is very interesting. Once you learn to count numbers 1 to 10, once you learn to write 1 to 10, you become a very smart child. So we're going to look at numbers. Alright, now look at what you see on the board now. What do you see here? What is this? Put your finger up. Yes, just one. You fold your hand, fold all these 4 fingers and put one up, and that's what is here. Can you do it? Good. So what are you trying to say? 1. This is 1 finger. Now all of you put up 1 finger, 1 finger, 1. Very good. So we learn to count on your hand. What is 1? Now how do we write this 1? That's what we are going to learn too. So you have 1 finger here, and this is how you write 1. From the top to the bottom you write number 1. Yes, you start from the top and then you make a straight standing line. That is number 1. So you have 1 finger, and when you see this, you say, oh, that is number 1. You recognize the number. Master writing. Take a pencil, put your pencil on the dot, write down long, straight, standing line. Okay, that is number 1. 1 finger, 1. Now you know how to write 1, and you know how to show number 1 on your finger. Now when I say put your hand up for 1, then you must put 1 finger up. Good. Shall we go to the next number? Good. Clever children. Now look at the picture here. Take your hand, put up 2 fingers. 1. Good. 2. Excellent. So we have same picture like this. 1 finger, 2 fingers. How many fingers are there? There are 2 fingers here. You too. Put up 2 fingers. 1 finger, 2 fingers. Excellent. So we learn to count 1, 2. 1, 2. Number 1, number 2. So anyone ask you, show on your finger 2. Then you put out 1 finger, 2 finger. So you have 2. Very good. You learn to count 1, 2 on your finger. So this is 1 finger, 2 fingers. How many fingers are there? There are 2 fingers here. Now, we learn to count. Let's look and learn how to write number 2. Yes, you look at the picture in your book, you go over the number with your finger. That's how you learn to write first. How will you do? Put your finger on this number and then you go over, and this is how you write. And you do this many times till you master how to write number 2. Look, do it with me. You go like this, come down, back. Again, you go like this, come down, back. This is number 2. You learn to count on your finger. 1, 2. You learn to recognize the number 2, and then you learn to go over number 2. When you have mastered how to write number 2, you will write it in your book. Good. So you know what is number 2. How to show number 2 on your fingers. Good. 1, 2. Shall we go to the next number? Number 1 you learned. 2 you learned. What is the next number? Good. 3. Let's put up 3 fingers. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So you learn to show 3 on your hand. You put up 3 fingers. 1 finger, 2 fingers, 3 fingers. This is number 3. Good. When I say 3, you'll put up 3 fingers. Good. Clever children. So we have 1, 2 and 3 fingers. We learned number 1, number 2. Now let's see. Let's learn to recognize the number and learn to write the number 3. What is this? This is number 3. When you see the number on the board, you should say, that is number 3. Now, you recognized the number 3. You learn to show number 3 on your fingers. Very good. Now, let's learn to write. How do we learn to write number 3? Go over the number with your finger. Pointer. This is your pointer. So you put your finger on number 3, then you go over like this and again. Good. Let's do it again. So you do this many times till you get how to write, how to form the number. Yes, the best thing to do, go over the number itself. Go like this and like this. Again. So you learn to write the number 3 and you feel so good. This is number 3. You learn to write the number 3. You learn to count. 1, 2, 3. And you learn to count it show on your fingers. Good. This is number 3. Count it. 1, 2, 3. Shall we go to our next number? Yes. Now, what is the next number after 3? 4. Very good. Shall we put up 4 fingers together? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers up. Everybody. 4 fingers up. We learn to count. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you learn to count 4 fingers up. Good. Now, let's look at the number, how it looks. Shall we? Look. What is this? Number 4. When you see it in a book, when you see it in the board, you must say, oh, this is number 4. Yes? Then you go over the number and then you write the number. Okay? From top to bottom and then top to bottom. Good. We learn to write. So, this is number 4. Show me 4 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we learned numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. What will be the next number? Good. Number 5. Very good. What is the next number? 5. Put up 5 fingers and you will raise your hand. Let's count them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many fingers on one hand have you? I have 5 fingers on one hand. Shall we count them all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 fingers on one hand. Very good. So you know what is 5. We learned 1, 2, 3, 4 and now 5. Shall we look at how the number 5 looks like? Look, beautiful number. What is this? Number 5. You learn to count the numbers on your fingers. You have 5 fingers and this is the number. Number 5. Number 5 is written like this, top to bottom and like this. You go over the number with your mama. On the number with your finger. Then you learn. So, now we learn to recognize the number, write the number, count the numbers. So 5. Today we learned number 5. What is this? Number 5. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Shall we look at our next number? What is our next number after 5? 6. Very good. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then one more. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and one more. 6 fingers. Put up your 6 fingers. Good. We learned to count from 1 to 6. Good. Shall we look at how number 6 looks like? Look here. Beautiful number. What is this? Number 6. How do you write the number 6? Like this. Okay? Good. Go over with your finger in your book with mommy's help. This is number 6. Anywhere you see in the book, on the board, you must say, that is number 6. How do we count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fingers. Good. We learned to count 1 to 6. Are you feeling good? Clever? Yes. What is the next number? Yes, very good. Number 7. Number 7. 5 and 2 more. Good. Let's count them all. While you count, you put your fingers up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5 on one hand, 2 more. 7. We learn to count up to 7. Shall we look at how number 7 looks like? Look, this is number 7. What is this? Number 7. Number 7 is very easy to write. Go to the side and down. That's it. Go over with your finger on the number and you will learn how to write. Very good. So we learn to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and we learn to recognize the number 7 and you shall learn how to write number 7. Very good. 1 to 7. You did it. Shall we look at what is our next number? Good. Our next number is 8. Let's look at 8. Put up 8 fingers on your hands. 1. As I count, show your fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 fingers on one hand. Take the other hand. 6, 7 and 8. 5 and 3 more. 8 fingers you counted. Good. So there are how many fingers over here? 5 on one hand, 3 on the other. You have 8 fingers up here. Shall we look at how the number looks like? Number 8 looks like this. Beautiful. Look. Number 8. What is this? This is how you write number 8. You have 8 fingers up. This is number 8. It's very beautiful number. You will go over with your finger on the paper and then you learn the shape of it. Let's count all the numbers now. Once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on one hand, 6, 7, 8. Very good. We learn to count numbers on our fingers. We learn to look at the number and recognize number 8. What do you think is the next number? Good! Number 9. Very clever, children. Next number is number 9 after 8. Let's count them all. Let's look at all the fingers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have 9 fingers up. Both the hands together. 5 here and 4 numbers here. As I count, put your fingers up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 fingers on one hand. And the next hand, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 fingers here, 4 fingers on the other hand. We have number 9, 9 fingers in all. 9 fingers. Now, let's see. How does the number 9 look? Look, the beautiful number 9. What is this? This is number 9. Anywhere you see, you should be able to say, that is number 9. Good. Very clever, children. And you write the number 9 like this. Good. So this is number 9 and you have 9 fingers up. We learn to count from 1 to 9. What is the next number? Good. Number 10. Number 10. How many hands you have? You have 2 hands. And how many fingers in all? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 fingers on one hand. Then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 fingers in the other. And together how many? You have 10 fingers on your 2 hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you have 2 hands. On your 2 hands, we have 10 fingers and you are learning to count numbers using your tiny fingers. Good. Shall we look at how the number 10 looks like? Look what you have. This is number 10. You learned 1 and then this is 0. 10. That's all. This is number 1 and this is number 0. So 1 and 0, 10. You have 10 fingers in 2 hands. 10 fingers in all. Count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Hi children. Today we are going to do something interesting. Yes? Look, we are going to count the pictures. I'm going to give you pictures and you count one by one. And then you must tell me what number that is. It's very interesting exercise for you. You learn to count 1 to 10. Now recognize the pictures. Count the pictures. Yes? Shall we look at our first picture? Look what you have. Look what we have here. What is this? Picture of a ball. You like to play with the ball? What do? Bouncing. Yes. How many balls are there here? 1. Very good. So you will write what? Number 1. Do you know how to write number 1? Yes. So this is 1 ball. So you write 1 here. You match the ball, 1 ball with the number 1. Very good. So you can, when you see one picture, you will say 1. Very good. Shall we look at our next picture and count? Good. Look here. There are some little girls are here. Shall we count them? 1 little girl, 2 little girls. How many girls are here? 2. 1, 2. So what will you write? How will you write the number 2 like this? Very good. 2. One picture, two pictures. 1, 2, 2. Very good. So when you see 2, immediately you will say 2. Very good. Shall we look at our next picture and count correctly? Good. And tell me what to write. Now, what are these? Beautiful goats. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3. How many goats are here? 3. 1, 2, 3. So how will you write number 3? Show me. Good. Here is number 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 animals. 3 goats. And this is number 3. 1, 2, 3. Very good. So you must touch and count. 1, 2, 3. And you say, oh, this is 3. Good. Shall we look at the next picture? Count them all. Touch the picture and count. Look good. You have nice, beautiful red hearts here. Let's see how many red big hearts. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what will you write? How will you write the number 4? Good, very good. Number 4. 4 hearts. 1, 2, 3, 4. You learn to count. You learn to recognize the number and say, these 4 pictures represent number 4. Very clever children. Shall we look at our next pictures? Look and touch and count so that you don't go wrong. Look, what do you have here? Lots of ice cream. Shall we count them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many? Count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what will you? How will you write? Number 5. You know how to recognize and write number 5? Very good. Number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is number 5. So you know how to look at the number and say, that is number 5. You learn to look at the pictures and count and put the number 5 correctly below. Very good. Shall we go to our next picture? Learn to touch, count and put the correct number down there. Look what you have. Lovely little puppies. Shall we touch and count them? Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very good. Do you know how to write 6 number? Recognize the number 6? Good. Then put it below like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is number 6. Good. You learn to recognize the number. You learn to count the number. Put the correct number below after counting. Very good. Shall we go to our next picture and touch and count them all? Yes, here we are. You have how many? You have lots of blue jugs here. Shall we touch and count them all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many jugs? There are 7 jugs. Do you know how to write the number 7? Recognize the number 7? Then put it down here. Good. Number 7. 7 jugs here. And you learn to put down number 7. So you know this is 7 jugs. This is number 7. Very good. Let's look at our next number, next picture and put the correct number below. Count the pictures. touch and count. Look, we have lots of glasses all filled with water. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many glasses of water? There are 8 glasses of water. Do you know how to write number 8? Recognize number 8? Good. Here we are. How many glasses of water? 8 glasses. And you put the correct number 8 below after counting. Count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 glasses of water. Number 8 is here. Good children. Shall we look at our next number? And count the pictures before placing the number. Shall we touch and count? Look, lots of teddy bears here. Shall we count them? Touch and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 teddy bears. Place the number 9. Can you recognize number 9? Good. Very good. There are 9 teddy bears here and you have placed the number 9 correctly below. So now we know what is number 9, how to write. You look at him as 9. You know how to count? Yes, touch and count. Place the number 9 below the 9 teddy bears. Good. Shall we take our next picture? Touch and count them? Yes, let's count them all. We have lots of teacups here. Shall we count them? Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many teacups are there? There are 10 cups of tea. Do you know how to write and recognize the number 10? Good. Here we are. So you learned to look at the number and say, that's number 10. Okay? That's number 10. You have 10 teacups and you learn to write number 10. Place it below the 10 cups of tea. Very good.